coming for everything. They said I couldn't, now I want it all now. Feeling like KD and OKC.
Hey,
They hate to see you when you
what's going on, everybody? It's your host, B Tom. Y'all on another episode on the Up and Up. Y'all could have been doing anything else. Y'all could have been rocking anywhere else, but y'all decided to come kick it with us. As always, I appreciate that. We are back. I'm happy to be back. I'll get to that in a moment about where I was this past weekend because it was hilarious. But you know what I'm saying, I got the squad with me, man. Look, I gotta save my newcomer for last. That's what I always do. You know, we like to keep them at the end, man. You know what I'm saying? But shoot, Melly Mel down there on my far right. What's going on, sir? Yeah, my man. My man. Yeah.
Shalom.
B, what's the deal?
Chilling. Happy to be here again.
Hey, that's what I'm talking about, man. My guy. You know what I'm saying? Good to see you. Kanye, I already know. Go crazy. Look.
Go crazy, baby. It's been a long 2-3 weeks, man.
Yeah, I know, man. Look, I
It
mean.
feels good to be back in here, man.
Look.
It's my Monday night, dog, to get away from work. You know?
Hey.
Let stress off my body. You know?
You know what I'm saying?
So,
Shout out to
Amazon. Yeah.
Look.
Oh my God. Shout out to Amazon for sure.
Look, because I know the OT is serious right now, man. They doing everything out there.
Bruh.
They doing a little something.
Don't speak up on that moment.
Okay, hey, fair enough. I'll leave it at that, man.
Oh, my God.
I'll leave it at that. You know what I'm saying? Hey.
Jesus Christ.
Look, last but not least, I got my dog in here that done came in for the first time, man. Look, you'll say, go ahead and tell him a little bit about yourself, my G. I won't take it from you. Hey.
Thank you for having me. Ron Town's finest.
My dog, man. Look, man. So I'm gonna go ahead and dive right into it because we do not have a lot of time. So, last week, something good happened technically from a perspective of football or whatever, but I guess it depends on what side of the fence you're on with the subject we're gonna touch on right now. Cap had his workout last Saturday. Look, and it was so crazy because of how last minute they managed to spring it on him or whatever. That kind of, you sound like you ready to get in right now. Look, you ready to get in?
No. I'm chilling, man. I just had to sit up for this. That's all.
You know what I'm saying? So, you know, like when I heard about it, it was like, all right, you know, usually, you know, everybody that follows football, they usually do workouts on a Tuesday. You have everybody come in on a Tuesday and sit there. They survey you, you know what I'm saying, as such, because that's a day where everybody can actually come look at you. You know, like people ain't getting ready to go to games. They're not flying out. They're not, you know, setting up for the very next day. But that's neither here nor there or whatever. But they decided to tell him, like, hey, you know what I'm saying, if you want this job, you got to come work out right here at this stadium on our terms. You can't have no media. You can't do none of that then. You know what I'm saying? But we want you to come, though. We just want you to come under our stipulations and not yours. You know, so.
Comes to the trios.
Yeah, you know, so. You know what I'm saying? Of course, he like, all right, yeah, bet. I've been trying to get back in. I'm ready to play. You know what I'm saying? The last minute, he decided to change it up, like,
Literally.
you know, literally change. He overhauled the facility where they was doing the training at. He like, I'm bringing in this film crew. I'm bringing in all my people. We going to a high school. We're not about to do it on y'all terms. We're going to do it on mine. Nah, I don't know about y'all. I thought that was the coolest finesse ever. But, again, this is a multi-billion-dollar corporation that you're doing the sweetest finesse on. So, you know, obviously 32 owners ain't going to take kindly to you doing that finesse on them there.
I'm not going to call it a finesse. I'll call it a smack in the face.
In terms of his end or their end?
As far as...
Because I'm going to continue the story. I want to hear what you got to say. I'm going to continue the story, though.
I mean, I like what he did or whatever. You know what I'm saying? So I congratulate him on that. But it is a smack to the organization's face. You know what I'm saying? They like, we giving you a shot and this is what you do. You trying to get your job back. Would you agree or...
I do agree with that because there's, like you said, there's 32 teams in the NFL, right? And they hear you talk about how you've been ready for 3 years and you're doing this training and you've been working out for the past year. You know, you've been practicing for 3 years, you tried for 3 years, you got denied for 3 years. That's what they said, right? And they set up a practice for you so they can see how you're doing, right? So you can get looked at by multiple teams, right?
Absolutely.
So you change it up at the very last second. You go to a high school, right? So you know there's no way possible for every team that was going to be there to actually look at you now. So now you're looking at maybe 2 or 3 teams looking at you. Probably none of the teams you actually want to play with, or a team where you can actually look good again. And I think that's a smack in his face and the NFL because that's kind of bad on you. That's a bad rep on you on how you look now because you're doing all this talking, all this. They been treating you wrong and bad, and then you turn around and do that to them. You know what I'm saying? what you did was, I can understand where you're coming from as far as like, where we come from as a group of people.
Right.
But at the same time, you got to understand where they come from, because that was, that was different. That was weird. Nobody didn't expect him to do that. And then now you said, skip y'all. I'm gonna just do my own thing. And I think that was he shouldn't did it like
It
that.
just became another number.
But you've been on their head for years saying, "Give me my shot, give me my shot."
Right, and then you go and turn around and do that.
Nah, is it safe to say that, given I understand y'all point too, y'all made a solid point, but like, is it safe to say that because the NFL wanted to control the narrative, they could have basically had it where if it was no media presence there, they could have been like, well, his arm ain't really as good as it's supposed to be,
That's exactly
X, Y,
what I
Z.
was gonna say.
You see what I'm saying? And then basically turn the narrative the way they want to say, well, that's the reason why you've been out for 3 years, because you washed in. You know what I'm saying? But
I will say this, that Roger Goodell is petty, but
Very much so.
but very smart as far as being petty, because here's a guy that say, look, if you decide to come work out, great, I look great. If a team picks you up, I look like a genius.
Exactly.
Because I let you do this. If you don't get picked up, you can't say that I didn't give you a shot. So with that in mind, Cap knows that. Cap's going to say, well, I'm going to do what I want to do anyway. And I'm going to wear my Kunta Kinte shirt to let y'all know that I am not a slave for y'all. I don't need football. I like to play the game. Cap money long. It ain't NFL long,
But it's
it's long enough that where all he got to do is wake up in the morning. So I don't need.
And he got sponsors
I
to get
agree with-
too.
I agree 100%.
Yeah,
I don't
you're
need
right.
y'all.
And he got
Y'all-
sponsors to get too.
Absolutely right.
So
Yeah, Cap don't need to see that at the table.
he don't.
That, bro. He didn't lose any of his sponsorships too. I found that interesting. as well.
yeah.
And
He
his
didn't lose
merchandise
not one of
sells
those
out.
partnerships.
Why not?
So it's like,
He shouldn't.
so it's like from a marketing standpoint, this is, well, before I get into my comment about to piggyback on what you said, Courtney said NFL should have given him full transparency from the jump. Cap did what he could for full transparency after the NFL tried to make it so no one could see him. So with that being said, the NFL could have easily did this and they could have resolved it a long time ago. You could have been like, look, we're going to go ahead and one of the teams that technically really needs you, because technically, like you said, I'm still giving you a job or whatever at the end of the day. But my talent is the reason why I'd have a job. So it's like it goes both ways. In order for you to give a little, you got to give me some too then. You know what I'm saying? Because at the end of the day, y'all want to win football games then. Every organization want to win. And these teams had quarterbacks that haven't played in 5 years. You know what I'm saying? Out there throwing the ball. Josh Johnson. You know what I'm saying? But
Let's not speak on that.
yeah, you know what I'm saying? But the fact of the matter is that y'all, on one end, y'all say that I can't do it. My arm is still in great shape, though. I can still do the X's and O's. My IQ is where it's supposed to be at compared to a journeyman that's been in the league too damn long. They need to retire anyway. You see what I'm saying? So if I give you a chance and you go out there and bomb, I still look like a genius then. Like RJ said, I look like a genius now because I've already given you a shot. You didn't do good. Now that we could put this thing to bed immediately. But instead, y'all keep playing this cat and mouse game and y'all keep going in circles. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, yeah, Cap don't want a job. Cap want a job, but Goodell and them gonna play the game the way he see fit because Goodell got to keep 32 people happy, not you. You know what I'm saying? And if we have him in the locker room, furthermore, it's gonna be like, all right, we got him in the locker room and he's what's the word I'm looking for? He is a lightning rod. You know what I'm saying? For everything that's going on. So I can easily talk to these people and tell them like, yeah, man, you need to go ahead and, be on what I'm on right now, but do it peacefully and let people know, that we make up 70% of the NFL, which will be a whole nother issue though. But that's
So
just
do
me.
you think this whole stunt was just to get the NFL or get the media up off the NFL's back, or just to actually get this man a second chance to have a job?
I think it was a little bit of both. You know what I mean? Because it's like you said, if I go in there and I go to y'all private workout and I control the narrative, I could be like, well, we gave your tape to all these teams. Whatever tape we gave you, we can show the bad parts of you doing your workout. We can show the good parts of you doing your workout. But we gave them this tape. They made that decision. And you signed this waiver that said, basically, you can't put another lawsuit against us if you don't get a job then. And we'll be put to bed then. You know what I'm saying? But that's hidden lines in a contract, though, and that's a whole nother story.
Any of y'all watched the live stream of the workout?
Yeah.
Yeah, I
Yes,
actually watched it
I
at
actually
work,
did.
man.
He looked
He looked
he
good.
looked fine.
After he
Looked
he
great.
overthrew a couple long passes, but once he got comfortable,
Right.
you know what I'm saying?
Knocked the rust off and got the hidden
And
players en route looking great. Looks better than a lot of guys that we see now. every
Exactly.
Sunday.
But at the same time, we looking at him without no resistance. So if they actually have just one person just out there rushing just to see if he can, still move like he used to or still look good and throw on the run like he used to, and the way he played the game, they ain't get to see none of that. They just see that he, getting his arm better because he is throwing better. during that stream, he looked like he's throwing way better than he used to. His release is better. His arm throwing technique is way better. Because I thought he could. I actually don't think he could throw. I just thought he was a good player for San Fran because the way their system was made.
Right.
Yeah, I can see that.
So him showing that off that he can throw, and his form is better. That's a good thing. But how well can he play in the actual simulation? If they did a simulation for him, because he looked like he out of shape still. You seen his belly? Man.
Like,
Hey, a lot of these guys got him now.
You're right. You're right.
That's
You're
what I'm
right.
saying
But
nowadays, man.
he not. I don't know if he's if he's really NFL ready. He look like he's football ready, but like he could play football with a few
Varsity.
cats in, or I would still say at least college. But let's say if he had to play against his first game, he played San Fran. You see where they playing right now?
I mean, they beat up Aaron Rodgers, so I mean, San
Man,
Fran's
that's all-
defense is legit.
Okay, let's play the Saints.
Let's use a team like the Washington Redskins. Did you watch Jeff Driscoll play?
Did you say? I don't think.
I think I might have won that game.
So do you think right now? Let's say if Cap went to the Jets
Well, they beat
with
up on
with that
Oakland,
current team,
Exactly, I wouldn't
with
know
that
if
current
it was
team
that.
with him quarterbacking, will you think he could possibly beat the Lions?
though. Yeah,
Really?
yeah.
I don't know. The Lions surprised me. They. I mean,
Really?
the
Surprisingly
record.
what? Surprisingly worse?
surprise is not the right word.
Yeah.
You're right. You're right. But they
It's the
had.
wrong word.
They haven't got like smacked by a team that's supposed to blow us out. They played really good games with teams that's supposed to whoop our ass.
Listen, you lost to a team that was one in something, one in anything.
The second team, the second worst team in the NFL. That's
Let's
true.
go
That's true.
Cincinnati, the Washington Redskins, Miami Dolphins, the Detroit Lions. You're not supposed to
Lose
lose
to anyone
to
of them.
one of those three teams.
You're
I
right.
don't care if you lose every other game.
You can't lose to
don't lose
Miami.
those
You
games.
can't lose to
You
Miami.
Don't lose
Bengals,
those
or-
three games.
You're right. Miami the worst. I don't think we ever. I don't think nobody could lose. Well, who lost to Miami just recently? Was it the Bills? Or who else?
No, it wasn't that. Cincinnati is 0-11.
Yeah.
Oh,
so-
Cincinnati the team. Oh.
So, that's the team to not lose to. I mean, losing
But they
to the
injured them.
Redskins is just as worse.
Yeah, 'cause they the third worst team in the NFL.
I mean, who was out there throwing the ball? Me? You?
Look,
No, wait, that's a legitimate stat.
they got me off the street. Look.
Yeah, I'm saying.
You said they're the third worst?
Yeah, they're third worst team. Miami the worst, and the Cincinnati is second worst.
Yeah.
Well, technically, if you want to go by
Record.
the records, Cincinnati would be the
Cincinnati's
worst because Miami do
That's
have a
why I
win.
said- Yeah, 'cause that didn't. That,
Miami's trash though.
Look-
You any team that's going against Miami, you bet on them for sure.
It's like the practice squad.
Yeah.
Cleveland Browns been getting smacked by a lot of teams.
It's like the practice
Everybody put their
team.
money on Cleveland against Miami.
That's how you
And
get
they
your
won.
confidence back. Like any struggling quarterback is gonna be able to get back in their
And
bag
Baker
against Miami.
did get
Miami.
off.
Look,
Jimmy Winston threw 2 picks, but he been getting off.
man, because
Didn't Jameis beat Atlanta this week?
Atlanta been trash this year, man.
Like,
Atlanta's not
Atlanta-
good.
Look, so that's what I'm
on
saying.
paper they
They're
sound
telling
good
me
though. Like
with- right,
offense
right.
wise,
So
look like
with
my
that-
man.
The offense is still not Matt Ryan, but the rest of the players, the offense is straight.
I'm
You know,
saying,
Julio and Calvin really be getting
I
off.
might have benched Matt. Cap, get in there. Show me what you can do with Julio.
So,
I would have did
At
that.
this
No, for
point.
sure. Because
At
they did bitch him.
They
And then
bitched
he
him.
threw a pick.
Yeah, right. So I mean, at this point, if we're giving people a try,
Look,
I
for
said
real.
that. I said Atlanta should. I said Cap should look at Atlanta though, because they got weapons.
Yeah. look.
Honestly. Hey, defense got to get better again.
See,
But
and then you got to think of a team that's going to be willing to take that, to be able to handle that PR. Like the Steelers, with the way they're set up, they can handle that PR, and they need a quarterback.
I don't think
'Cause-
so.
You don't think so?
No, because the way they handled Vic when Vic was in was in Pittsburgh, they treated him like dog.
they did. Atlanta actually looking at
No
Cap
pun,
too.
but-
Right.
So
Dog. Courtney said Mono Darnold is lit. Jets don't need a QB. Hey, look, in his defense, he been balling, bro. Last
been
3
rolling.
games,
He been
and
rolling.
he got his season is so
He's
cake
straight.
right now. His
He's
season
straight.
is cake right now. So
straight.
these next 2 games about to be lit. I mean, that's free game right there to anybody thinking they running the playoffs right now. Look, you know what I'm saying? But that's neither here nor there, man. So,
you right, sis. They don't. He is playing better now.
but yeah, so yeah, but yeah, that's my whole thing with the Cap situation. Like I said, I knew it was gonna be kind of like a divided room on it or whatever. It was gonna be hit or miss, but I still wanted to get it out the way and unpack it because I didn't get a chance last week. I'm saying while I'm doing that, speaking of last week, shout out to the ladies. They actually came in and did a fantastic episode last week.
They had a ball last
me-
week. I ain't gonna lie.
Yeah,
They
they
had
did their
a
thing.
ball.
You know what I'm
They did their
saying?
thing.
Look, they was in the bag in here, man.
They even shouted out the guys that was there for
Yeah,
them.
they-
So that
Hold
was
on, hold on,
something.
hold on.
I
Let me
like that.
respond to
I
Flip real quick.
apologize, by the way. I thought they was male.
You good? Let me respond to Flip. Flip, I don't think Buffalo need a quarterback. Joshua Allen been balling this year. He's
Yeah, Josh
actually
Allen's
good. Josh Allen been playing. I don't think Buffalo need a quarterback, but every other team y'all named definitely need another quarterback except for Buffalo.
Yeah, Matt Long in the
That
two.
Josh
man.
Allen is balling.
And when Matt Ryan's backup is Matt Schaub, you need a new quarterback.
And he threw a pick as soon as he got the game.
He like thanks for putting me in, coach. Pick.
Right.
Damn.
I told you way too
I
much.
hate it here. Look, I need another job, man. Look.
Go on.
Now look, I got another main topic that I want to parlay to. I'm gonna keep that right
All
there,
right,
bullet
all right.
pointed for a second
All
because
right.
that one right there, I think y'all gonna really show me y'all true colors on that. So I want to bullet
Y'all
point that
horns
for a
of
second. So Popeyes, man, I want to put this shit to bed, but I can't. You know what I'm saying? Because every time I look up every week, it's something new in the media. So I know y'all heard about the Popeyes coworkers that was involved in a brawl, right?
Yeah.
Y'all done turned them damn Popeyes employees against each other.
Man, look at
Which one?
the one in was it Milwaukee, I want to say, or
Oh, the one where my man topped over the thing, and the two guys, one guy tried to break it up, but he got hit.
yeah, and they was all fighting like it was like a 7 of them or whatever.
Oh my God.
Oh,
there's two
hey,
of them.
talking to the
Oh, it's
microphone.
2 of them.
There you go. My God.
bad.
Look, he couldn't hear you. Look, I'm like,
It was 2 fights then.
yeah, there's been a few fights.
Of course, I'm talking with the coworkers though.
Yeah, the coworkers, look, they was in a brawl. It was like 7 of them, man.
They
was
sick of
getting
y'all
busy.
shit.
For
Look,
real.
they said, look, you ain't going to keep
Y'all
doing this to me,
turning them
Maria.
against each other.
I'm tired of this here. I've been using the same damn flour all day. You look like.
Oh, don't tell me that.
Oh no.
Don't tell me that.
I'm just talking shit.
Oh, okay. No, I tell you what, I did see the Popeyes video where a man slammed a woman in the parking lot.
Dog, yes, I seen that too. I was like,
Man,
whoa.
Red
He
Bull.
actually, you know what?
What
I
do
actually seen another article. He had jail time for that.
Yeah, they went and
Well,
arrested him.
Yeah.
I would imagine. So that woman was elderly.
Yeah,
Not only that, bro, she's a customer. You lost.
That too,
before
right.
you
You
lost.
First and
lost that battle.
foremost, she walked in minding her own business, sir.
Come on,
Whatever
now,
she
look.
said should have not provoked you to.
No, I seen
He
the actual
body
video.
slammed
I
her.
mean, he
He
body slammed her, like,
it was
literally.
WWE in the parking lot.
Yeah, and that ain't no ring. That's
On some
concrete.
Kurt Angle type shit.
When it shows, oh, somebody got to show me that.
Look,
You doing all that for a company you ain't even got stock in.
You
I'm
hear
look-
me?
No,
Where that bill at?
yeah, thank you.
Boy. That was church.
Dog, and it was so crazy. Like, you know, from that to the married couple fighting in the parking lot of the drive-thru or whatever. Like, they was literally scrapping, like throwing hands and body, like the wives on the ground fighting, the husbands throwing punches at them. I'm like, wow, the
Ghetto.
Not over no chicken.
Not over the
ghetto.
chicken, right?
Not over no
It's,
chicken,
the irony is
man.
that's over the chicken.
Ghetto.
it's not even that serious. And I was just in Georgia over the weekend.
And
I've been to Chick-fil-A plenty of times, but the spicy chicken sandwich first of all,
look,
Be careful. Be careful.
Right.
Be careful.
Be careful. Today Monday, not Sunday. Chick-fil-A open.
I don't
Shoot
get
at
it.
you right now,
I don't get it. Chick-fil-A chicken sandwich actually is better than Popeye chicken sandwich. The thing is with the spicy chicken sandwich is people are so caught up on the sauce as on the chicken, but the Chick-fil-A chicken itself is spicy. You take the sauce off the Popeyes, it's the regular old blah chicken sandwich. You know what I'm saying? With a pickle and some mayonnaise. Even though Chick-fil-A don't put mayonnaise on it, you can do it yourself. It's okay. You know what I'm saying? If I want to spread some mayonnaise on that, tell me give me a little knife. You know what I'm saying? Give me some packets. I got it. But when you bite the chicken itself, the spice is in the chicken. So I don't know why people think Popeye chicken sandwich is better than Chick-fil-A. I don't know why Popeyes is so. It's crazy, and then now it's permanent. So why are we still fighting over this line of chicken?
Because it's the marketing plan that they put in place.
Yeah, there it goes. It was
Look,
the
it's
marketing.
the marketing
Imagine
plan,
that. If there was a million Chick-fil-A's as there are Popeyes, especially in the hood, we probably wouldn't even hear about it. I mean, y'all just forgot about Wendy's spicy chicken
Yep.
and
know what?
Rally's spicy chicken.
Actually, Rally's
But
chicken.
you wanna know
I
why,
had
though?
Rally's spicy chicken sandwich last night, and it's still good.
It's
It
still
is.
fire.
It's still fire.
It's still fire.
But the thing
But
is,
you
though,
don't know why
people
Chick-fil-A's
always
not in the
know.
hood.
He said it's
Nah, hell
still
no,
good.
that boy-
We know why Chick-fil-A
Well,
is
of
not
course
in
we
the
know
Still
why, but I'm
good.
just saying.
They ain't open
you
on
know,
Sunday.
But you,
No, they want to protect that Charbonnet customer service. That's what they want to
That's
do.
what it is.
Man, look.
but
Let
you know
a
everybody go to
Chick-fil-A pop
restaurants
up
for
on 6 Mile
different
Greenfield.
reasons.
Imagine that the workers would get disgruntled being in the hood. every
Disgruntled?
day. Every day.
Look,
They-
man.
Let me tell you something.
imagine.
1 month, and then they closing.
Put a Chick-fil-A next to that McDonald's on 6 Mile and Greenfield and watch what happens.
Put a Chick-fil-A on Greenfield and Joy Road. And see
Oh,
what happens.
oh.
Look, shit.
I know that White Castle still holding up.
That's
White
because that's a
Castle.
different White Castle. That White Castle is a pillar in the community.
So you know
man.
what?
Look,
Hey, you know where that KFC was at on Greenfield and Plymouth?
yes,
Yep.
I
Right,
do.
right next door to
Yep,
the
next to the Family Dollar.
Valero?
That was the KFC that ran out of chicken at 2 p.m.
Exactly. Do you think if they put a Chick-fil-A right there, it would they're gonna
You
It
can't
ain't-
even
They'll get
finish.
robbed.
You can't even finish because you know that ain't gonna work. Ain't
It
nothing
ain't
fine
gonna
with
work.
that.
It ain't enough
Say
room.
it's going
it
up
That
in
ain't gonna
flames
work.
like that. Oh man.
Man, look. So I see we got the division on this sandwich. I want to. Hey, Randy, let me. Have you had any of the chicken sandwiches from either the restaurants we talk like from Chick-fil-A and Popeyes? Have you?
No, I have not.
Neither one.
Oh,
Neither one.
Neither one.
Nope.
You don't really.
Have
care
you
about
ever
chicken?
been to a Chick-fil-A before at all? Oh,
And you want to know why,
Do you-
Randy?
so do you even like Popeyes then?
I've never been to Popeyes either.
Wow.
Do you live in Michigan?
Whoa.
I do.
How long?
I've been in the Detroit area for about 8 years.
Okay.
Okay.
Oh.
All right.
He ain't
all
never
right,
had Popeyes?
all right. Wait. So,
KFC.
what
is
main
good.
streets you stay by? I don't need to know your whole. This is the main streets.
I live at 8 in Woodward right now.
And you haven't had a Popeyes?
No.
Popeyes ain't over there.
Huh?
In fact, it ain't that far.
Uh,
It's
I
like
close
one,
by.
like 5 minutes away.
Yeah, like
He said 8 Mile of Woodward. The only thing over there is Dutch Grill Donuts.
Bro,
there's,
you still got-
And
just another
Wingstop.
mile down the road. There's
Exactly.
Popeyes and
Yeah.
8 Mile.
Exactly.
Or, on
It's like
Woodward, down
5
Woodward
minutes
and-
away.
Woodward and like for 9
Yeah,
Mile,
right.
right?
You
Yeah.
tripping. And then.
no.
Oh, no, it's
Further south.
So
yeah, by
wait.
Highland Park.
So
Okay,
since you on
absolutely.
8 Mile and Woodward, you know that's right by 8 Mile Living Noise. Have you had Durden's Catering?
I have not had that either.
Oh, they got
Okay, good.
Gripper.
So their Gripper chicken sandwich is better than both Chick-fil-A and Popeye. So
Okay.
Shout out to Chef Tony.
yeah.
Okay.
Yes.
Okay.
Try. Oh yeah. If you haven't been there before, try it. Durden's Catering is amazing, and that line is ridiculous. If you don't order in before you get there, just be prepared to sit there for like a good 45 minutes.
That's the line I'd rather y'all staying in.
No, it's
Yes,
not.
yes,
I would
because it's
rather
worth it.
support Chef Tony.
Absolutely.
Absolutely.
And that
Absolutely.
business
Yeah.
before I go to. I have still not had the Popeye sandwich.
Me-
I have no desire to.
I feel you. That his chicken sandwich don't even matter. Once you taste
I'll
it,
take
you
that
ain't
back,
gonna go
RJ.
nowhere.
I've had it. I have had it before the hype, though.
His lobster mac is good too.
Look, I had the sandwich. I told them this last time, bro. I had the sandwich originally when the commercial was coming on and wasn't nobody talking about it. It was
Yep.
still an
Exactly.
empty
Was it
line.
worth all of that?
I remember.
No.
It was worth it when I went and got it. It wasn't worth all the other stuff.
That's when they gave you a lot of
So
sauce.
don't get me wrong. It's good. It is good. Matter of fact, it slaps.
The spicy one.
But
The spicy one.
yeah,
Joe
the
said-
regular
Joe
one
said
is
the regular one better than the spicy one.
Joe don't
okay.
know what the
He
hell
don't
whatever.
know. He a lie. He just want to mix it up with you just for no reason.
Right. He
You know
just
how
want to
rolls.
argue. You know how he is. The spicy one is actually legit good, but is it worth the stuff that's going on for it?
No.
What is that?
Absolutely.
It's chicken.
not.
Nothing is worth that.
Right, what is
The only
worth
thing
it?
you should be doing that for is for like your family. That's the only-
I don't know.
Because I done made a McThompson before at home. Technically, I didn't make a McThompson.
I'm about to say
My
you
wife
didn't
made
make it.
McThompson. Look,
You didn't make it.
Shout out to
So it was a Mick Thompson by
you-
by McCourtney.
By
Yeah.
McCourtney.
You know, shout out to Courtney. I have
Chef-
seen
Chef
those
Courtney.
plates
What's
and
up,
those
sis?
meals.
Those
and
delicious-
have- and
Oh,
I've
so
looked
you-
at 'em
so
and
you-
slobbed on the phone like, wow.
Hey, and
You
RJ.
know what? My wife makes amazing dinner and lunches too. Shameless plug, hey boo.
I know that's right.
Shout out
I
to
know that's
Tina.
right. I know that's right, man.
You know, I got
I know
to
that's right.
Ah, shout out to
plug
Tina.
her because
Yeah.
She up there too. But yeah, you have legitimately no reason
Exactly,
to be
Flip.
running out to no Popeyes
Risking
and
it
no
at all.
none of that. You got
At
it at
all.
the house.
And
Jack.
Courtney, let me tell you about that baked potato you made. Posted a couple days ago.
Oh. Hey, the cheat code
Cheat
cookbook is
code.
coming soon, y'all.
Hey
Look,
man, that's another
next
avenue.
year. Look, I'm telling y'all,
Listen.
we gonna revisit that, man. Look, I'm talking to y'all, man. Look, I'm gonna read
I
through
hear
these
you, I hear
comments
you.
because look. Somebody said Popeye sandwich is trash. Flip said
believe
Popeye
it.
sandwich because Chick-fil-A
I
is
believe
closed
it.
on Sunday. Oh yeah, he was talking about me. He said he must be a vegan. Randy ain't going to Highland Park for no damn chicken.
Courtney, he
He
said that.
not risking
Courtney.
his life for y'all.
Courtney, he said you made it.
I
He,
just-
he,
I-
he
I
fixed
said
it.
that.
He
Look,
fixed it,
I-
Courtney.
Dang.
I go to Highland Park all the time. I shop at the Aldi there.
That's right there.
Aldi.
That's right
Right?
next to it.
Yeah, it's pretty close.
Yeah, I say the Foreman Mills is like the parking lot across the street.
Yeah.
Like
Why you had to bring that up?
Because Foreman Mills, man, it's right there.
Wait, you don't eat fast food like that, then I'm assuming.
Oh, I eat all sorts of garbage.
As you should.
You just ain't never been.
I've
there.
just never been to Popeyes.
So
I-
when you
I
get a
understand.
chance, if the line is not long, if the line don't look like it's 20 minutes long or longer,
20
go
minutes.
try
You
it.
know what?
least.
I'll go up Woodward on the way home. If they're still open, I'll.
They close at
swing
10.
through. Oh, well.
Check your
never mind.
bag because they got a thing.
Okay,
you know
show's
it's
over. I
on.
gotta go get some chicken.
But you have to try.
Thank you for coming
Now, if
tonight.
you don't like spicy food, then go ahead and get the regular one. But you have the kind of the
Yeah,
conversation is about the spicy
they
one
mild
only.
chicken way
So
better
you
than the
have to
spicy.
get the spicy one.
How do they compare to like Wendy's spicy chicken or anything like that? Anything similar at all?
Honestly, Wendy's nuggets is hotter.
Dang, you just said the nuggets. You didn't even say
Wendy's-
the sandwich. You
yeah,
said
they
you
nuggets
already-
is hotter.
The spicy
Is that
nuggets just
from the
taste better. They're
same-
not even hot though. It just tastes
Yeah.
better. Okay, so you said who would you compare it to?
Yeah.
Popeye chicken sandwich?
You know you
No,
can.
I think Wendy's.
Or Wendy's chicken nuggets.
Actually, no. He talking about the spicy chicken sandwich. You actually can't compare it with.
Are we talking about them as a whole or just Popeyes?
No, just Popeyes.
Just the
just a
Popeye
chicken
spicy
sandwich.
chicken sandwich.
The only one you can't compare it to is Chick-fil-A.
Yeah.
Because them the only two restaurants that have chickens that thick.
With Shake Shack, you probably could.
That
bring
thick,
it in.
yes,
That is
and
very
that-
true, bro.
Shake Shack, you could
That
bring it
is
to the
very
holiday.
true.
That thing you can't
Shack.
count dirt, but
Shake
nobody
Shack,
don't really.
That's very. But you know what? Shake Shack fries is nasty, so they don't count.
So you go
Yeah,
just you did a Joe
steak-
move.
the
on
steak
me.
fries?
Look,
They don't have steak fries.
No,
they
they got
have
the
crinkle
crinkle
cuts.
cuts.
The White Castle
the
fries.
White Castle fries. They flavorless. Oh my god.
All right.
Salt and hope is on those fries.
Randy, Randy, whenever if you're not busy before lunch hour or after lunch hour, like don't try to go between 12 and 2. Between 12 and 2, it's gonna be super packed.
I
probably.
work downtown, so lunch hour.
Oh
is not gonna
yeah.
happen.
Oh okay. So
Yeah, that's the
when you
time.
get a chance to go to Popeyes to get spicy chicken sandwich, sir, and try it, but you can't compare it. Like they said, you can't compare it to nobody else. I actually think Checkers spicy chicken sandwich tastes better too, than Popeyes. Thing is, Popeyes chicken sandwich is this big.
You gotta get that with cheese, though, Connie.
I mean,
You gotta get that with cheese. The
The
spicy chicken sandwich by itself at Checkers is nasty. You gotta get it with cheese.
That's automatic. It comes with cheese.
No, it don't.
No, it don't. You
Oh,
gotta
well,
have
I
cheese.
feel like they always give me with cheese. I would never ask for cheese. I always
They
get
must
my
like
cheese.
your ass because they don't never
You
come with
gotta-
cheese.
I don't
that
know.
cheese 70 cents or something like that.
Exactly. Exactly.
70 cents or $1. I'm not sure.
Probably $1.25. That's inflation.
That's like McDonald's, Burger King charge you for extra cheese. It's out of control.
Like, I didn't ask y'all to put 2 slices.
Right, I asked for one
No
slice.
cheese on the Whopper.
They said no. You're gonna put one between
We're gonna
both them
put
double,
two.
That sound
double
fat as hell.
spices.
Yeah, look,
You
everything.
got-
Everybody talking about food like in
You got
another
double
thing.
spicy, so we gonna put a slice of cheese between each one. I only asked for one. What's going on here?
Dog. Out of control, man. Look, so let me go ahead and move away from food because everybody up here hungry and all this shit.
I am.
I
ain't
am
gonna
famished.
lie.
Low key, ain't gonna lie.
I'm famished.
Famished.
Phil, bring some Caribbean fries up here.
Caps. Court, man, make the famous nachos you be making.
We were just talking.
Tomorrow
about that,
is
man.
Tuesday.
Oh no. This Thursday is Thanksgiving. Oh yeah. Wait,
No,
wait.
you gotta eat light.
Are we going to your crib?
Eat light.
Don't
we're-
tell me that I'm
We're
about to go
doing
out of
a
town.
drive around on Thursday. We're doing breakfast though early in the day, man. I'll come back to y'all with that.
Okay,
alcohol
because Courtney did tell me
off air.
something Wednesday. And
Yeah.
she just said she is gonna be drunk into oblivion. That means she's going to be dead in the abyss.
Yeah,
I'm trying to reach that level.
Yeah,
Quick
because
question
Wednesday
before
is
you move
BB
on,
Naughty,
bro.
biggest bar night of the year. you know?
I am. Okay, so
Look,
my best friend's sister's birthday is Wednesday night. So I'm trying to take her wherever Courtney's going because I want her through.
We'll talk about that. We'll talk
Bet.
about that afterwards. We'll
Got
talk about
it,
that
got it.
afterwards.
Question before you move on.
Yes, sir.
Is yum shots or yum punches, are they seasonal?
Oh, that's a good question. You
That's
asked
a
the wrong
great
person.
question. Yeah, you are asking the wrong person. She's on the line.
Courtney, we got a question for you.
Court, because if you do, I have a personal order, so please holler at me.
Is Yum Punch
No,
is
no.
seasonal or are they all year round?
I have a
I'm
Thanksgiving
soft for
and
it.
Christmas
as
order.
As a CFO, I'm gonna talk.
You
I'm
right,
gonna talk
Courtney.
about it. We're all year round. That's how we gonna do that. You know what I'm saying?
And
But,
please add summertime fun to the list. You know what drink that is.
Shout out Yum Shots. Shout out Yum Shots.
Shameless plug for you.
Yeah, look, man. So okay, since I'm saying bumped into Thanksgiving like ever so abruptly, I'm gonna talk about that before I talk about the other topic I want to touch on or whatever. So, like tradition wise, like I'm not gonna ask y'all what are y'all thankful for. That's cheesy. You know what I'm saying? Like damn that. But like, is it a certain?
you, Brandon.
Is it like any like tradition or like something that y'all do that's like, an everlasting thing from year to year? That
Go
y'all...
to the store real quick.
Yeah, I'm finna say my Black Friday. Me and my wife be out there. We be
Oh, you go out in the streets on Black Friday?
yeah, we be out there.
So y'all be camping in tents at Best Buy and shit?
No, we
No,
ain't doing all
we
that.
not doing that.
We are running.
We out of that age, dog. We
I
done
hope
with that.
so.
Yeah, I ain't got time for that. I
Oh,
wait in the car.
Running Target.
Give me a spot. Look.
When I worked at
Hey,
Best
look,
Buy for them
all right,
2
you
years,
see the
I
kid out
judged
there
the
like,
hell
yeah,
out of
you
people.
stand in line when you get up close. Just call me on the phone. I'm gonna get you like.
Nah, we running like a Target, Walmart. That next day we probably get up and go to Great Lakes. We be out.
See, people be
Does-
sleeping. As busy as you think Great Lakes will be on Black Friday is not.
Does everybody know
Black Friday,
that best? Go ahead, Brian.
I
Brian.
finna say Thanksgiving night because they used to leave it open. Like people
Yep.
go up there. They like Great Lakes don't they close, so then they be open super
Nope.
early.
I
Friday
did.
morning.
Because
I
they
did
trying
2
to
Black
honor it
Fridays
now.
at Best Buy. We open up at 5 p.m. Thanksgiving night.
Yeah, I heard they was trying to honor it and change it around, like so people could spend more time with their families.
They ain't
Is that
doing
true?
shit.
Ain't
But
nobody
Be-
trying-
Be-
ain't
Best
nobody-
Buy,
ain't nobody
their
trying to get
Black
out there.
Friday shopping or event starts a week early. It already started for Best Buy.
Doorbusters do. Yeah.
I will ask y'all a question regarding Thanksgiving.
Excuse
and
me.
being with y'all families, if y'all spending with y'all families.
Okay.
Absolutely.
I read a study earlier that people get tired of their family within 4 hours of the holiday.
Nigga, try 4 minutes.
I was gonna say only 4.
Everybody else like,
Maybe I
Randy,
should
you
within,
too? You like,
within
oh.
4 hours. Within 4
Yeah,
hours.
no.
No, I can't say that because when my sisters and even when B come up, we there for a lot. We just be posted up
What
6,
up,
7
y'all? What
hours.
up, what up?
So
Everybody-
you good? Like everybody?
Well,
like I don't think I get sick of my
But I've
family.
always been.
Well,
like,
I
we've
don't-
always been super comfortable. Like
What
that.
side?
Well, hold on, wait. But what did that?
Mom's side.
What did that?
I love them.
What did that study consider though? Because friends can be considered family as well.
That's true.
And I can be around my friends all day and not be tired of not one of the persons. No matter if they being irritating or not, it's because it's gonna be a fun time
That's why
regardless.
they invented Friendsgiving. You know
Exactly.
What I'm saying?
So,
I'm gonna come back to
you
that. I'm
know,
gonna come back to that
they,
later.
they like family anyway to me. I've been knowing this man since I was 5, 6 years old. Probably that's his brother. So same thing. Just met him, but he feel like family as well too. You know what I'm saying? So it's like, how you look at that? Because I can't get tired of people that always make me laugh or we always have a good time every single time we come around. We never argue. We always enjoy ourselves. We always eat good,
See, but
and then we make the night even better after we eat. We
I
made
don't
the night
even know
great
if
before.
it's a.
Even with the family.
I'm tired of being around my friends. Or
I
whatever,
think
but
you're
you
just
know, a lot
tired
of people-
because of the food. The
I
food
mean,
make you tired. That's what it
sometimes,
is.
You know, family probe into your business. So tell me about your girlfriend. Why you ain't gave me no
Yeah.
grandbabies? Why,
See,
why you
either, see
ain't, you know
now
what I'm
at that point they're either drunk
Exactly.
As a drunk.
or it's the nosy person.
That's what-
Everybody got that nosy person in their family.
Everybody does.
Absolutely.
That's what the
Everybody
Thanksgiving clapbacks
And it's most
come
likely
from.
that person.
that's
So
what
you
them clapbacks
already
like.
you're already ready for that anyway.
Yeah.
Exactly.
So you got your ass in the back of your head. That person gonna come to me soon.
But y'all speaking in the term of what, like big family?
Yeah, like at
Thanksgiving?
grandma's house.
No,
That's where all the
Oh.
bullshit goes down.
That be
That's where all the bullshit happens.
I still get. I
Absolutely.
mean,
Look.
everything may be irritated for like the question you say. You know, oh
no, because
man,
the reason I ask that is because at least I would be excluded from. I'm always with my immediate family, like my mom, my sisters, my wife be there. B his wife, like my immediate family. I'm never with like great aunties and all that because
Oh, okay.
we just with the regular fam. So that's why I say if it's a big Thanksgiving, we don't really.
So
do
RJ,
that.
are you talking about family as a whole, or were you
like
talking about
family-
immediate family that you
Like,
would spend the
I'm
holiday
just
with?
talking about like I guess it's whoever you would choose to spend the holiday.
so like a
with.
big.
I like
So
that.
I'm just
I
talking
like
about like
that.
if you went over grandma's house for Thanksgiving or Christmas or Easter or whatever, and you know all your cousins is there, your aunties is there, your mom and them there. How long can you last? Is it like I'm good all day here, or look?
See, because I ain't gonna.
I gotta,
See, me personally, I would be good all day because I
okay.
know how to tolerate my
I'm good
family.
all day
Yeah.
wherever I'm
So,
at.
I know what to say and what not to say, so I'll be good.
If I'm at B house and call a spade, I go get blow. I can get there at 2:00 in the afternoon. It might not leave at 2:00 in the morning.
There you
So
go.
I'm around
See,
wherever.
it's the
I'm
vibe.
I'm
Vibes,
good with
man.
that. See, I
It's the
love my
vibes.
family. I can hang around them pretty much all day. I mean, let the folks drink, have a good time.
Yeah, absolutely.
You know,
Respect.
I love it, but there's a lot of people that'll be like, "All right, look, I'm gone. Thanks, bye. I just ain't about to fix a plate. Drive
See,
by."
and the crazy thing is, like the way we work it or whatever, like we divide it up to a location or whatever. So like in the morning, she'll make breakfast or whatever. Then we'll turn around and we'll go to my mom's house 1st. You know what I'm saying? We'll stay there probably from like 1 to 5. It looks like a war room in there. They got all the Black Friday ads, all the papers and everything. We up there devising a divide and conquer strategy to get what you need. If you go to this store, make sure you call me because I got an order I got to put in. That's how they roll in it.
Shout out
Yo.
to breakfast at the Thompsons.
Man,
Ooh.
you know what I'm saying?
That's a fact.
Look,
That's a fact.
and then we'll turn around and go to her grandparents' house or whatever, you know what I'm saying? Because they right up the street from, you know what I'm saying, my mom, and then we'll be like, all right, we'll stay over there for about an hour or two. You know what I'm saying? Then we're going to go to her parents' house, like, all right, we done, you know what I'm saying, made our rounds, everybody's good, and then you can, like, pretty much shut it down there then, watch the game or whatever. I don't think you're going to burn your Thursday this week watching the game, but, you know, that's, depends on what you like. If you want to be tortured, you know, go ahead and knock
I'm a
yourself out.
diehard Lions fan.
It's
I
about
am
the-
too.
it's about the same
Fortunately,
thing.
I will watch them, and I will hope for the best.
Look, that's all we can do.
That's
That's
all
all we
I
can
can
do.
do
Look,
at this
man, just
point.
be like, look, man, I'm gonna give you some more to drink. All right, all right.
I ain't
yeah,
buying
look.
no ticket to go to a game,
Hell
but I
no,
will
man.
watch
Look.
you in front of TV.
Yeah, because that's free. I can do
That's
that.
free,
You
I
know,
can
that's
do that.
mine.
Chance
Right.
to
You know what I'm
chance.
saying? Look, I just want to let that be known.
I think
man.
the last Thanksgiving game they won, what, the one me and you went to, B? Or wasn't me, you, and Joe went to that game?
That was I think that was a December game. That wasn't even a Thanksgiving game. I ain't been to a Thanksgiving game with y'all before.
I could have swore what's the game where they kept saying get a drum or something?
That was in December. That was against the Chargers a few years back. Yeah, I know. I'm like, as soon as you said, I'm like, I know that ain't the right game, man.
So who
Look.
did I go? I went to a Thanksgiving game before, though.
Didn't they beat? Has it been like 4 years the last time they won? Has it been like 4 years the last time they won a Thanksgiving game? Was it against Green Bay?
I could have swore we went.
What
to the
about
game
4
and-
years ago?
yeah.
maybe.
Look, don't let me.
Cause
lie
didn't
to you.
some
Yeah,
guy-
look.
didn't
Well,
some-
he's looking it up now,
Don't
but
get me
I
lying.
think
Cause didn't some guy
It
get
was-
hit by a bus soon as the game was over? Like he was walking out and got hit. I know some dude got killed down there.
that sounds familiar.
That was the game. That was the Houston game or whatever. I remember that game. That was the game we lost because they just. I ain't gonna go into it, but you know what I'm saying. It
But that was a
horrible,
couple
though.
years
Yeah,
back,
that was
though.
some years back. That
But
was
I could have
at least
swore
5 back.
that was was that the Thanksgiving game though?
Look, that probably was.
Cause if it was, we had went to that game. I think it was me, you,
Yeah,
and
to,
P.
yeah, to get a drummer something. Well, that was a Chargers game in
Oh.
December last. It was a couple days before Christmas. I remember
Okay.
that like it was yesterday. Like that's crazy. But no, yeah, you know what I'm saying. Like like I like to just have like something implemented. Like our breakfasts or whatever every Thanksgiving is usually lit, man. And like I usually work on Wednesdays.
No cap.
Right. No cap. And I usually work Wednesdays or whatever. So
It's 2017.
2017 last time they won.
Oh,
noted.
okay.
No,
That was a good year. Shout
Who
out to
did they win
2017.
against?
I'm sorry, I'm lying. 2016 against the Vikings.
That was a good year also.
Vikings Thanksgiving game.
Yeah.
Oh, that was sooner than I
think we went
thought.
to
I
that
was like
game.
4. I was 3 years ago. They won a Thanksgiving
Yeah,
game.
it was 3 years ago. I mean, I guess.
Don't worry about RJ. Yeah, it's all right, man.
I know,
You
man.
don't
It's
even
okay. I'll
worry
be
about
okay.
it, but
I'm just getting over this Redskins loss. It's really
look,
hard.
man, we reeling right
It's
now,
really been
man.
on my spirit.
On your whole
It's
spirit,
been on
like
my whole heart.
We're not because the Lions not supposed to lose to them.
Not to them.
not to
You
them.
can't lose to
They
Washington.
can lose to anybody.
You
not anybody
no
else. They can't lose to Miami.
You
they
can't
lose
lose
to
to
Washington. They
Miami.
lose to Cincy.
You can't lose. You honestly, I feel like you can't lose to Atlanta.
At this point,
Yeah, at this point, I mean, we
You
should
shouldn't-
be able to pop Atlanta.
Pittsburgh, just kind of hurt. Cincinnati, trash. Miami, super trash.
Oh wow.
They're terrible.
So descriptive.
It's like 5 teams we shouldn't lose to. We shouldn't lose to the Giants, even though they said we shouldn't lose to the Giants.
Say it with me.
We shouldn't lose to the Giants. We barely beat them by 2, or we lost that game.
No, we tied with the Cardinals. That tell you everything you need to tell you already.
Everything. We
But they
tied
came out
with
hot in the fourth quarter. I can't do nothing about that.
No, we came out flat in the fourth quarter.
Quarterback.
That's the Lions.
There's a
Either the
rookie
Lions play good the
quarterback.
first 3 quarters
I'm-
and play bad the fourth.
I'm
or
not
they
about
play,
to do this with you. I'm
Or
not
they
about
play
to do
bad
this
the
with
first
you.
3 quarters and play
I'm-
really good
I'm
the
about to-
fourth.
I'm
We
about to
know
bail
our
you.
team.
You getting a bail.
We-
I don't want to hear about the Lions
Brandon,
no more.
how long we been watching the Lions play?
Too damn long.
All right.
Anyway,
Bless your heart.
look,
Hit that bell one more time for him.
thank you. All right, you know what I'm saying? This is the one right here, man. I saved this for a little while for a reason or whatever. So, Kanye West, man. So y'all know that Kanye has had a busy weekend. You know,
Jesus.
A busy month.
a busy month for that matter. You know, him and his gospel album. I'm not really here to talk about that album. I'm here to talk about him. Going to going.
I've been ignorant. I've been
What
ignorant.
was
I've been
Kanye?
ignorant. I've been ignorant. I've
Really?
been ignorant. I've been ignorant. I've been
I was
ignorant.
about to be
I've been
like,
ignorant.
get his ass out of here.
I've been ignorant. I've been ignorant, man. I've just been ignorant. You know, Kanye can't do no wrong, right?
He can.
I'm just being
If
ignorant,
JJ
man.
was here, I would tell him that Kanye could do wrong, all the wrong,
He could do
every
a lot
bit of
of
the
wrong.
wrong, man, flat out.
He just said everything he says is right too.
He did.
man.
He said
I'm-
every. Wait, he said it again.
He said it in another
He
post
said it
that he
on
put
that
up.
post that I
Oh, I
did
did.
some on.
So this is what he said. You know what I'm saying? Like this, I'm just gonna run the timeline down for the last weekend alone. Last 2 weekends technically, because I wasn't here last weekend. So you know what I'm saying? Like he decided to go into a prison or whatever, a female prison, and he talked to a group of atheists. You know what I'm saying, about the good word or whatever.
Just
you know.
ghetto.
And then the people they got offended or whatever, because like you trying to basically force your beliefs, you know what I'm saying, and what you feel your beliefs are based on your newfound, you know what I'm saying, affinity for the Lord, and force it onto them that don't want to honestly hear it.
Throw the whole nigga away.
I drink to that.
Dog.
Yes, sir.
Hey, why your whole face turn up though?
I drink to
It
that.
gets to a point where you get ignorant. You just come on, man. You making us look bad. Throw the whole
Hey,
nigga away.
he been doing that for a while now.
make
That
us
just
look
ain't
bad.
starting, man. Look, that wasn't new.
Look,
He been doing-
I mean, when the boy changed his name to Jesus,
you knew what time it was. out there.
Jesus,
Everything was going off the rails, man.
everybody loved him because
Hey.
he started remixing these gospel,
lot of-
these mainstream songs, and the gospel songs. I'm like, Ray Charles did it and made a killing. I guess why not? Yay!
Look, you say it's in your lane. You just go ahead and take it,
a
man.
lot
Look.
can happen to you mentally when you lose your mother.
It could take you on a psychological break, man.
It absolutely can.
I
Man.
get it.
I don't think he can come out from that because I don't think he had the right people around him for support.
Oh, you got a bunch of
And
yes
right
people.
people,
in
you got-
there.
you got all
all you
rich
have to
people.
do that. All you have to pull the mama card.
I mean,
Cause it's true, man. It's all rich people around him. They don't know how to look at him. They don't know how to say or give him the right support.
Because again, he's a number.
Exactly.
He's a gate.
Everybody
he ain't
at
a
that time
gatekeeper.
think money can fix everything. So they gonna be like, man, you'll be all right. Just go buy you some Yeezys.
or you can go, speak at a church and sell them after your
Sell 'em, why
service
not?
is over.
Yeah,
You know what I'm saying? Look,
Thank you for
with,
coming.
with Joel Orst, never mind.
Did you see?
Did he sell
no,
shoes?
no.
Did he
Don't do it.
Did you? Were you there when he was here?
No, I
Now, if
remember
he
we
start
talked
giving
about
us
that.
free
on
extra
air.
the shoes at his show, I'll pop up at his show to get a free pair of kicks, though. I respect
No,
it.
that I
they
do.
free?
I ain't gonna lie.
They wasn't free. He
So
was
he was
charging
at-
y'all.
No, he didn't charge for his shoes.
Shit, he charged for the mug. Man.
No, it was a few services he was selling his stuff for free. When I selling
just
them, he
giving
was
them away
giving
for
them away
free.
for free.
Yeah, he
And
wasn't
his-
giving them all away for free.
He got a couple. He got
still
that 6%
He
Michigan
have
tax.
enough money. He have.
He got that 6% Michigan tax.
Shut
himself.
up,
I'm like,
dog.
What you
He-
talking about?
Yeah. What? He could give.
He got that.
No, when he was here,
Yes.
he was giving some of his shoes away for free.
My
I don't know
ass.
how many he gave away for free, but he was literally handing them.
Kanye West
He
did
might
a
have
song
gave you a
like this,
prayer,
Dr. Mix.
but he wasn't giving no Yeezys for
But
free.
Yeezys,
He
bro,
was giving away Yeezys.
and they were
You hear that,
legit.
D? You see what Gordy posted?
Yeah, she said the So Anxious gospel remix was fire, and I'm
It
so
was
ashamed.
fire.
Who
I
said that?
told you that.
I
It
ain't
was
heard it.
fire. It's not.
We'll
It's
have a talk
soul,
after the
soul
cross-talk.
anchored is what it is called. It's
Soul anchored, that's what it's called.
Souls anchored.
Did he use it like the same way? And
Like
mimic
some-
like
some
everything?
meet me at
Same
11:30?
cadence.
Right. AM. Was,
What? Listen, when you get a chance, Google "Souls Anchored" by Kanye. You gonna
One
bang
moment.
it.
One moment.
You gonna bang it. It. Now that is what I will say.
So,
that was fire.
Let me ask
I
you-
just want to see the lyrics.
See, no,
Listen,
skip
it
the
was-
lyrics. No,
you're gonna love it.
skip the lyrics because the way he been snapping on the Lions
said, I
today,
just wanna
you know
look at
he's
the
real
lyrics.
about what he's saying.
I,
And you gotta
I'm
believe.
not, because I'm not. I stopped being a Ye fan after graduation.
Why?
My man,
Because
my
the
man.
best album is the album he made after graduation. After. not
Don't you do it.
My
Don't you do it.
Twisted Dark
Don't you-
Vanity.
yes.
No, it is not,
That's
sir.
absolutely
What?
not.
No, it is
That
not.
right
His
now.
best album is College Dropout.
That was
No,
it.
graduation better than college dropout.
Graduation ain't better than College Dropout.
Can y'all? So y'all need to
What?
listen. Can y'all please go
This
listen
ain't
to
a music episode.
So,
You
I'm not about to get into that.
You got a minute.
I'm not
You got a
going.
minute.
I'm not going to get into
You finna
that.
listen to Champion
I
over
ain't gonna-
Spaceship?
Huh?
You heard me?
You heard him.
Are you gonna listen to Champion
Are you
over
gonna listen to
Spaceship?
Drunken
can
Hot
li-
Girls
You can listen.
over All Falls Down?
You can listen. That's don't count. That's not a fair comparison.
not?
Why
That's
not?
not a fair
not?
comparison.
Why not?
That's not a
not?
fair comparison. This is a
Mayonnaise
song.
color bins
You
up
can
with
listen to
Miracle
graduation
Whips.
from one
Never.
to the end.
Don't perform that.
You can't do it because about.
I'd have to skip
Go ahead,
out one
Brian,
song.
go ahead, Brandon. Go ahead because y'all about to kill me.
Look, you going down. You going down on that.
I need y'all to listen to the
all by
albums
yourself.
again. No. Just listen to the albums again. That's all I'm
Yikes.
saying.
He had
Go
Most
ahead.
Def on the album. Like, come on. Well, all right.
Look, Most and Quali.
But you talking me about some graduation. bro.
Man, you don't even listen to Talib. Stop it.
I just found these
Look,
lyrics.
you said who listen to call
Yo,
it?
yo, listen to
No, you
Talib.
You alive, man? What you talking
I
about, Willis?
read it
Stop playing with me, man.
with the genuine cadence, and it works. Now that actually works. He did one in a million too, I believe.
So you said so anchor the remix.
It's Souls Anchored.
It's not
It's
so.
called Soulful.
Souls anchored.
Okay, not
He
so
said it's
anxious.
called Soulful.
Yeah.
Soul's
not
anchor.
even
That's the
It's
name of
called
the album.
Souls
Soulful is the
Anchored.
name of the album.
I can hear him say that. I can hear him say that right now.
Wait a minute,
what?
So it's the whole thing fire. It's just a couple songs.
The whole thing is fine. No, I mean, no, not the album. The album was terrible.
Oh, okay.
I was about to say,
The
my
album-
man.
the
Oh, I thought about
album
the song.
was
Okay.
fire.
So I'm about to say you
Wasted-
just snapped on
He
him.
wasted
So,
a half an hour.
do
of
y'all
my
really
life
feel like
with
we
that.
should throw away Kanye? Because he's still,
Yeah.
he's
Yeah.
still, he's still.
Oh,
producing.
it gets better though. I'm not done
He
yet. Wait a
still
minute.
produces.
Look, look. I told you talk about musical merit, and this ain't a musical episode.
You're right.
And I'm gonna go ahead and top
that.
on
In
pile
that.
on.
In that for
I'm
me.
about to pile on top of what we talking about though.
Go for
You know what I'm saying? So he you know what I'm saying, fell into some other shit this weekend or whatever because you know what I'm saying, his stance that said strip clubs were basically a type of sex trafficking.
Lord Jesus.
That's where that status. That's what Virginia came from. When you
Yes.
said okay,
Everything's right.
Everything
is
right? No, that
He
is a
said he
lie.
said that's true.
That is a whole lie, and you know it, and everybody in this room knows
I'm
that.
gonna pray for you, Javon.
What I'm gonna say? Ask the
that
reverend.
status
I'm gonna
real quick.
ask the
Look at that
reverend.
status. So I can read the comments
strip
there.
club's cool if my tips help send a pretty girl through school. That is a yay bar.
So what? So that's what I'm saying. Like, so how did you go from that
How
to
we
say
here?
it
How
that,
we
that-
here?
right. You know what I'm
How-
saying?
how
Like
did
that.
we get here?
I don't buy that. You know what I'm saying? I think that's far fetched in my opinion. Like I don't buy it.
You didn't drink a little too much of the Kool-Aid. That's pretty much what's
What is
happening.
Kim serving him at the house? What is Kim and Chris Jenner serving him up at the house?
Them Dashians.
Spam.
They serve him.
Hey, be what old girl say from Harlem Night.
You said spam?
What's her name? That was sleeping with my man.
Spam castle.
Oh, you talking about Oh man, look, I got something about casserole. I want
See
to
if
talk
he-
about too, but
see
I'm
if
gonna
Ah,
cut it up.
don't you do it.
See if she threw it in
Don't
the
you
air
do
to
it.
turn into
Turn into
sunshine.
sun-
Oh yeah,
Sunshine.
look, man, you talking about Harlem Nights, man. Look,
Man, my man called his
Richie
wife and
Vento
left her.
said, "Look, hey,
ain't
I ain't
never
never
coming
coming
back,
home. Take
Hey,
it
look
easy."
it.
He's like, "Oh
I ain't never
shit."
coming home.
You ain't,
Put
you
your
ain't coming
mom
home
on.
at all. Like, put your mom on the phone. Look, look, they made another meme with Leela Rashawn being. Never mind. You know what I'm saying? Look, it's
Bless
hate
her
speech.
heart.
He called
Hate
back like,
speech.
look, he said, "I'm ready to come back home now."
This was a couple days ago because I'm going all the way back and I can't find
But
it.
yeah, JJ sat there, and made that status.
Wait,
talked
I
he-
want to.
he-
I'm
he
actually.
shared
wanna,
it.
I actually want to go back to that status and read the comments so we can actually have a real conversation about
about
this-
this, about this
yeah,
overall.
because
but
the
what do you think?
comments-
But based off of that, what do you think about it though? Like honestly, I don't think it's a form of that. Like let's be real. A strip club's been operating the same way.
Since
Exactly.
the beginning of time.
You
And
feel
see,
me?
sex
You know what I'm saying?
trafficking is taking the girl against her will.
Exactly.
She's willingly
Them girls
shaking her
can go,
ass.
and them girls get paid.
Yeah,
Exactly.
she's willingly.
they making a bag.
JJ
of it.
said, but other stuff goes on. Yeah, they went to the back room. They get paid to do that.
She's
I
willingly
don't,
taking
I don't
that
know
money
what
to take to
happens in the
the
back room.
You don't know
But not only that, my thing is
never
when you
seen
think
it.
about strip clubs in
Allegedly,
Detroit,
look, it's all lies, man.
when you look at the strippers in the strip clubs in Detroit now, they booming. Them girls get money. They get paid. They getting paid
You're
more
right.
now than they
Did you
done
see
got
them
paid.
girls made over
Saturday.
over
Friday,
$5
Saturday.
million over NBA All Star Weekend a couple years ago?
And they supposed to.
All Star Weekend is like the Pro Bowl for strippers, man.
I
You know what I'm
know,
saying? They gotta
I'm
go out there and get
saying.
ready, man. Look, they
All
gotta
Star
be on point.
Weekend, it's a bucket of chicken. It's nothing but legs and thighs out
deleted
there.
it.
That's all I'm
He
saying.
deleted it.
Legs and thighs.
Right, legs and thighs. It's a bucket. Yeah,
Look,
it's some
It's
breast
like
popping
it's
up.
the best of the best. Like it's like you got your Instagram and your IG popping. You about to be one of the people down there for All Star Weekend. Then, like you can see like Spider down there for All Star Weekend. You know, like a couple of them in the ATL.
And if,
They gonna come do what they
and
gotta
if you do it right, you go home with a bag.
Because you
know?
audition, you basically auditioning for the money.
what
You
you-
auditioning for the
A
bag.
legitimate bag, garbage
Right.
bag, hefty.
You go home with a bag.
Hefty,
hefty,
black,
not glass.
hefty black
Hefty.
bag.
Yeah,
Yes.
that big 32-gallon bag, not the regular
The
18.
big
boy.
leafy
You know how they-
You feel me?
with the reinforced
the leafy
shoes.
bag. Yeah.
You know how they make the bank worker feel when they drop that big bag of ones, right? And the bank worker got to count that out.
And
So
you got
she
the,
be
and
like,
you got the soggy ones that's sitting at the bottom of the bag
Right.
that's stuck to
The
it.
soggy
Like-
you know what the bank worker
That was stuck in the
saying?
butt cheek while she was sweating.
Pretty much.
All the ones that was in there, I ain't never seen them put that money there. But if I can imagine that's where it would
got
go.
you.
Like that's what really happens. Like
Got you,
I understand, RJ. We got you.
a little bit of booty juice right there for like.
I'm just saying. They,
Strong
like he said, $5 million. They were supposed to make that bag. My thing is,
million.
No, absolutely.
and
Yeah.
just being a student of the game and having game. If you out there and if you see a sucker, the first rule is to lick it. So they gonna get paid regardless.
Boy, that's a lot
I
to
don't know
count
about
up.
all that. There's a lot of new man-made diseases for all that licking.
They out there, they gonna get the bag.
I
regardless.
hate
Like
male,
Mono.
dog. I hate male. I truly hate male, dog.
Exactly.
He always take it there.
Look, look, Mel know how to just roll into
Mel
it though.
say he
Like
got
Joe,
the hand
Joe gonna drive the
sanitizer before he go to
SUV
the club.
semi
tell you
through the
something.
brick wall and just let it ride, man. That's how he rolling, man.
Hey, that's great. That's pretty funny, though.
Look,
Hey,
depends on who you asking.
You're right. You're right. You're right.
Male tip the dancers and then put some hand sanitizer.
You
around.
goddamn right.
Listen, I'm not, thank you.
You just flying all that juice in my circumference.
Yeah.
Kelly Mack said, "How many STDs did they come back with, though?"
I don't know. I gotta ask their doctor or physician.
They got nothing to do with us. They got nothing to do with us.
Like hopefully they made a good enough bag to pay for that. You know, his
Exactly.
insurance is
Hopefully
a
they ain't
They never in my vicinity, so whatever they got is what they got.
Saying, you know,
They
hopefully
pay
they
for
ain't
a
getting
butt.
their hymen
They ain't
check.
a bag. It's a pouch.
Man, dog, I ain't about to do that with you, man. Look, I heard he retracted that and
Man,
apologized
come on.
earlier, man. Look, he's
It was a long
You know,
week.
yo, you coming home and your girl in the living room counting up $1 million at once. Let me see your hymen.
hey that.
How'd you get it?
You be like, it was a long weekend, honey. You be
Let me
like,
see it right now.
Damn, we didn't get a chance to touch on that.
Put it in my hand.
Man. Put it in my hand. You
I need
like
to see it.
Look, that's worse. That's worse than your wife being a porn star, man. You be like, "How was work, baby? It was hard."
It was
See, at that point, we getting a divorce.
Yeah, she come in. I had the best day at work ever. You be like,
She's like, I'm beat.
you gonna make me dinner now?
Hey, can I have
You
a
gonna
rub?
make
Can
me
I have a
dinner.
back rub? My back really hurts.
She's like, "Yeah, I got a good spread for you later, honey."
Oh
Like,
yeah, you know what that happens.
It's not the
You
same.
go to sleep.
Yeah, you be like, you just,
I'm tired. I got a headache. Like, what?
Right. You start hitting her with this excuse me. I got a headache tonight, baby.
right.
I ain't trying
You
to
better
do
do the
that.
same thing you did with them. Take that stab back and just get it going. You tripping?
Dog.
You come home happy from work too many times. You know I'm going to stay back with my mama.
Look, it's not the same no
I'm
more.
leaving.
The hell
I
you smiling
can't take this
about?
nonsense because I know
Right.
exactly what's going on. I don't want to deal with it anymore.
Look, how did I?
We call it the past over here. We gonna talk about this.
Right, you don't even come home and cook dinner. You too tired.
You didn't change.
She's like, my arms hurt real bad. Like, oh,
Put some gloves on.
Oh,
Scramble
Uncle
your
Suckatron 5000.
man, look. Oh,
Oh, my God.
but
Don't kiss my son on the face.
Did you just snort?
yes, I did. Dog.
Oh, my
Y'all is
God.
ridiculous, man. Look, man. But you know the Hyman thing was ridiculous, though. T.I. apologized for that too, by the way, man. Look, you know,
I can kiss my ass.
look,
Yeah, I
he
think
on
that-
some man. Look,
I mean, I understand you trying to look out for your dog, but that's too far. That's kind of, that get like borderline child molested. You know what I mean? Like you looking at your daughter a certain way. I can't respect that.
Can you imagine what that girl got to go through? That girl in
Man,
college, ain't
Every
she?
time,
Yeah.
like, every
Oh
year,
my
you trying to tell me
She's
every,
a full
every
legal
year
adult
since
now,
I've been a
bro.
little kid,
Man.
when my birthday come, I got to spread my legs for my daddy so he can make sure I'm still straight.
wow, yeah, that's
That's
ridiculous,
terrible.
man. Yeah,
Now,
that,
imagine that as an icebreaker. So so I'd like to meet your parents. Well, on Saturdays around 3 o'clock.
Like,
me
maybe
and
in a
my
few
dad-
more years, and make sure my hymen stays intact. My father checked.
5
in
minutes,
every
Brandon.
year.
I got you 5 minutes, man.
No,
Look,
that's,
man.
It's all, that's ball business. I'm
No,
straight.
I don't-
So
Because I don't think he not checking. He not talking to his sons like that. Like, son, come here, let me check you. I'll make sure you still.
because it's a
virgin."
double standard, and we ain't got no time to talk
Let me
about double
hold your
standards,
balls,
man.
son. That'd be weird.
Look, cough on me real quick.
I want to be emancipated from the family. You know,
It's not heavy, son. It's not heavy. What are you doing?
said
Wouldn't
cough.
wouldn't it be worse to touch your daughter down there than your son?
He ain't.
Either or is bad. There's no
It's
worse.
either or is bad.
But, I mean,
Courtney
that
said,
might
"Fuck Clifford."
Period.
Hey, I forgot his name was Cliff.
Come on
Yeah,
now.
Clifford Harris. Clifford Harris Jr.
Clifford Harris Jr.
You're a weirdy already.
That's bad. 'Cause that's my dad's name too. That's funny.
So look, y'all, check this out, man. Check this out. So in the last 5 minutes, you know, I gotta give my shout outs to my my sponsors and everything else in between. But I got a TSA for y'all for a Thanksgiving edition or whatever, man. So, you know, one of the things would be like, you know, that'd be awkward if it's whoever make the mac and cheese or like the dressing. And you go to the family function, like we were just talking about family or whatever. Be like, who the fuck made this mac and shit dress? When you sitting right there, like it would be like how you gonna feel about that? Like you gonna feel some type of way, like
You know, it's always two faces you make with somebody when you eat mac and cheese, right? So you go to the one, you look at one, you be like this. I know that's fire. You look at the other one, you be like, oh, that one. You try that while you eat it, you like, yeah, man, who made this mac and cheese? When you mad, it's good.
yeah, you're like,
When you bite the other one, be like,
Who made this
who
shit?
made this mac and cheese?
hey, that's what I gotta ask you the question. Like, how is it? Is it good?
When
You're
you,
like,
when you
it's
mad,
alright.
it's good. When you concerned, it's terrible.
But this is what you do so you don't
Make them
offend
feel
nobody.
bad.
You just
Right.
you mix a little bit of both of them together.
Nah,
More of the good
no,
one than
no,
the bad one. though. You got to kind of mix a little bit of the bad one in.
You're going to be pissed.
You know what? If it's too bad, I might
no.
accidentally knock the pan on him.
No,
You're gonna be
Save
pissed.
the family. Like,
Save the family.
tell
at this
them.
point. Like, dang.
You say what?
That's where y'all black families going wrong at. Y'all not speaking up.
How you
Just tell their
gonna
asses.
embarrass your
They-
auntie
they
at
been
the time?
Too damn bad. Constructive criticism. It's all in how you tell them.
Wait.
Dog,
Wait.
I
You
want to
don't-
do this. In
Hold on.
It's all in how you tell
Hold
them.
on. You don't think they've been told by the people they cook for every day?
Obviously not, because they still making the shit.
Because
And you got the nerve to make it for a group?
You know, a lot of people listen with the Stockholm kind of thing. Like,
It
I
might
live
be
with you,
good
so
to
this
them.
is all I ate
All right.
forever.
right.
So I don't know how
Dog.
mac and cheese is supposed to taste. This is great to me.
Right.
This is all I had before.
So
Look.
it's so damn bad it's good.
That's the divided consensus on
See,
that.
I
man.
would rather have no mac and cheese than dry mac and cheese.
There you go.
Absolutely.
Yeah.
Hey, listen,
Hey, are you
I don't
secretly
want to see
black?
no shredded cheese bits in the mac and cheese.
No, you
neither.
need your ass
I
whooped.
don't
look,
want to
bruh,
see no
You need
shredded
your ass whooped for that.
You do the block cheese and you cut it up in little
Can I
squares. You
please?
gonna be mad as hell. Like that.
As a matter of fact, they already got the block of cheese melting on the stove. Anyway, they got it sit on the stove while the stove is on. and he got that boy in there letting milk himself. I don't want to see that book. He talk about
Thank
forever.
you.
Because if I do,
no.
I'm literally gonna look at you like,
Look,
It's not mac and cheese.
I'm
That's
coming.
cheese and macaroni.
Hey, look,
Why?
I'm coming back to y'all
Macaroni,
and crosstalk for
why?
that. Like
Cheese.
seriously, dog. Like,
Exactly.
so,
why?
but I got another TSA, but I don't got enough time to finish it. So let me
Say it
shout
real
out.
fast.
Let me. I can't even do it.
I know,
Let me.
you good, you good,
Let me
you good.
shout out. You know what I'm saying, Courtney, Yum Shots.
All day
Said
Yum Shots.
CEO. You know what I'm saying? If y'all get
Hashtag
liquor-based treats,
Yum Shots.
desserts,
Yum Shots.
bartender,
Courtney
the works.
Thompson.
She's got you
Extraordinary.
covered. Look,
She's
Hit
great.
me up about my
Instagram.
order. Yum Shots.
Yep.
lady.
Oh yeah, we gonna talk about the Yum Shots order.
She got
baby. We'll come back
syringes,
to that.
Well,
Jello
got
shots
sushi.
that go crazy.
Yep,
Looking out
pudding
for that
shots are
cheat code.
delicious.
Pudding shots is fantastic.
Let me
Cheat
tell you about
code,
the.
yeah.
Let me tell you about the jars though.
Oh.
The jars
Give
though.
me
Oh.
10 quick seconds with it, Mel. 10 seconds.
Go
10
ahead,
seconds
go
with
ahead,
it.
go ahead.
Right now.
The jars.
Don Julio. Gummy bears. Gummy worms. A little pint of Don
Don't
Julio.
do it.
No,
Don't do it. You teasing people, dog.
It's
They
just
don't-
delicious,
Cause they don't
man.
get the chance to taste
It's
it.
just
Like,
delicious.
They don't get to try it like we do.
Look,
They
Randy,
know.
you
That's
a
fucked up, they
drinker
know.
down there, Randy? You a drinker? You partake in the. My man.
Yes, sir. Yes, sir.
So we gotta
Got a
bring.
winner.
I'm gonna have to bring you one of those, man. Next time I see you, man. Look, just to make sure you know it's real. Look,
shout
I'm
out to
saying,
the other joint.
Courtney, yes, they are. It's bad.
look. You know what I'm saying? I would also like to shout out Y&Y Landscaping. You know what I'm saying? My man Jason Young. If you need any landscaping done to your home, you know what I'm saying? Anything in the winter, anything in the summer, the fall, he is your dude for that. That is Y&Y Landscaping at Instagram. You know what I'm saying? For anybody that cares to know, that is Y&Y Landscaping at Instagram. Hey, we got Joey Buff, whoever he is out here, you know what I'm saying? Touch, you know what I'm saying? Project. He's actually an event planner as well, man. I hope you listening, bro. You know what I'm saying? We are rooting for you as well, man. You know what I'm saying? He couldn't be here with us. You know, his controversial nonsense is out the building today, but what I
missed
got?
him today,
Oh,
too.
we right there. Like I'm gonna bring you back to because y'all gotta bang on y'all gotta talk and bump heads on that. But
Oh goodness, bring
And-
me back for that debate.
oh man, that's gonna be
Yeah.
crazy, man. But
Jeez.
anyway, y'all, that is our time for this week. I would like to thank y'all for tuning in. I'd like to thank RJ for coming in to rock with us, man.
Thank you, for having me.
Please enjoy the rest of y'all Monday. Be safe and God
Throw your
bless you.
things,
Thank
you know, leftovers after 3 days away.
Please.
Yeah.
Eat good.
Hey, quit standing in them damn Popeyes lines, goddamn it.
Yo,
It ain't
And,
good.
and rice don't go with Thanksgiving.
Period.
No.
I'm bringing